Hi, this is Dr. Saxena, and we'll talk something about a simple thing called diets. And I'd like to start with something on which people usually prefer these days is a low-calorie diet. And yes, low-calorie diet is one thing which involves consuming fewer calories per day than are normally required to maintain the normal. People usually involve that 1000 to 1200 calories per day or less. This is some of the things which are being used by people nowadays. Low calorie diet. Let me give you what are the perspectives of historical use of low calorie diets and the people who embarked on low calorie diets for the purpose of losing weight. Usually, uh, see people had low calorie diet with initially liberate large amounts of stored fatty acids like triglycerides from their white adipose tissue, which the body uses as a source of energy in place of the lack of calories obtained from the food. This was the metabolism behind what is called this. Uh, we need to look at the flip side also. What happened with the prolonged use of low calorie diet was uh, people started, there is a large reduction in the body's production of T3. T3 is a thyroid hormone. So eventually, this calorie diets led to decline in basal metabolism, which reduces the weight loss that can be expected from consuming fewer calories. People on low calorie diets who currently perform regular exercise do not experience the reduction in basal metabolic rate normally experienced by people on low calorie diet who does not engage in regular exercise. So the kind of thing what I want to tell you is, even if you are on low calorie diet and if you are not exercising, you may not get the benefits of what exactly you get with that thing if you are constantly exercising. Simple methodology, but again, there is a kind of there are some ifs and buts, and we need to work on this particular thing. And something I believe over a period of time it causes low basal metabolic rate, and which is also not very good for people who are really active and all that. So for me, a low calorie diet is not a strict no. It can be used sometimes, and along with that, we need to work out on some other things which I normally prefer, which is maintenance calorie diet or something like anabolic burst cycling. When see, we you need to understand what is your body basal metabolism and what are the requirements. Then only you can always work on that. And we try to work on anabolic burst cycling. Basically is a nutritional theory designed for people, usually bodybuilders, and seeking to maximize the muscle growth. And the underlying theory of anabolic burst cycling involves cycles of overfeeding followed by periods of underfeeding. So this is one of the things which help in muscle growth, and people who are trying to work on kind of bodybuilding and all the exercise things, they can always rely on this. And this is a simple methodology by which there will be a kind of, it's a basically a constructive kind of stuff, and where there is this triggers the increased muscle growth, and this is doesn't lead to adiposity. Uh, Thank you.